Our next guest is a very funny man who has about 10 podcasts in 2 languages and a big stand-up comedy tour called Come Together. You can get tickets at tomsegura.com. Please say hello to Tom Segura. How are you?
Dude, I'm a little high.
Are you? Yeah.
He
It's
hugged
true,
me.
right? It's not a joke. It's
No,
like
it's not.
it's everywhere.
We're sharing a hallway, and yeah, he gave me a nice hug, and I felt it. I feel it in here. I feel it up here. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. You just got back from doing your comedy tour. Went to Asia. You went.
Yeah.
What countries did you go to over
We
there?
did. We did Japan, Hong Kong, and Singapore.
And you're from what, Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever imagine you'd be doing stand-up comedy in Hong Kong and Singapore?
No.
No. And you have fans over there.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean the whole, the internet, podcasts, specials have changed everything.
These are primarily people that listen to the podcast?
I think it's Netflix and podcasts together. Yeah, combination. Yeah.
Wow,
it's wild.
Did you get to, like, were you just working or did you get to
No,
see
we got to
everything?
explore. We ate just jerks, just so much of everything. We ate all their food. There's no more food left.
Asia's out of food.
They're out of food, dude. It's the best food I've ever had. And I'll tell you this, Tokyo, there is not a dirty ass in Tokyo. Hold on. Every public toilet has a built-in bidet, a washlet. Every single one. I took 2 dumps at 7-Eleven on purpose. For me to take a dump at a 7-Eleven in the United States is a catastrophic
For
emergency.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was clean, it was nice, and they welcome you. They're like, you want to take a dump? And you're like, yeah. And it was beautiful.
Why do you think that is? Why are they, why is that culture so much more respectful?
They're just better than us, dude.
Yeah.
When you're there, you're like, oh no, we're falling behind.
It's like that is like what Disneyland is. You walk in and everything is sparkling, and you go, if only the world were like this.
The States look like a bus stop next to everything in Asia.
Yeah. On your podcast, you talk a lot about your mom.
Yeah.
And Mom Segura.
Yes.
And you torture your mother. Is that a fair thing to say?
Yeah. We have a transactional relationship.
What does that mean exactly?
She's my mom, and I buy her stuff.
Okay. Which is really the relationship a child has with his parent.
But I like to, I got her to read rap lyrics, and she didn't know she's from Peru, so she has a heavy accent when she speaks English. She's always like, how are you? And I'm like, this is a Christian guy. I don't talk like that. She's hilarious. She's naturally hilarious, and she doesn't like anything that I do. So
what do you mean she doesn't like anything?
She's just like, you are grotesque. You say porno. She just doesn't even know how to. She means I curse. She's like, you talk porno, and So I try to get her to say things and do things, and I uploaded videos of her farting and all this stuff that makes her mad, and then I have to pay for it. So yeah.
You brought a video of something you did to her.
This was the best.
Explain what this is before.
This is the best thing I feel like I've ever done. I've done 5 specials. This is better. So she came to visit me and my family for her 79th birthday, and I was like, I've been taking flying lessons in helicopters. So I was like, hey, how about for your birthday, and I thought this was gonna get shot down. I was like, how about we go with my instructor and we do a scenic tour, so it show you the city of Austin. And she was like, that sounds amazing. And I was like, great. So I had the chopper rigged with GoPros, and then I told my instructor, I was like, hey, because this is an MD-500, it's what the Coast Guard flies in, to rescue people. I was like, once we get up there, I'll fly for a little bit, I'll give you a signal, and then do some wild stuff. Go vertical, do a crazy stop, go sideways. And I go, she's gonna lose her mind, and it's gonna make me laugh so hard. And it went exactly as planned.
Here it is, Tom Segura's crowning achievement.
I could hear her. She was going, think about your father. But she was thinking, he'd be upset.
Was she angry with you afterwards?
So angry.
Yeah, right.
Like,
sure.
so she was like, you are an evil man. You are like,
But you're able to somehow do it over again and make it up to her each time.
I did. It takes, every time though, the price goes up. Like, it gets expensive.
No, what do you mean when the price goes up?
Well, like that day, she was like, we are going to the mall. And I had to get her cosmetics, a new iWatch, a new iPad. And then I was like, are we good? And she was like, no. So she had then requested I give her 2 first-class tickets to Las Vegas, a presidential suite, and money to gamble with. And I was like, yeah, money to gamble with is just, it's a vague, how much money? She's like, we'll get there. So I just give her like thousands of dollars to gamble with. Yeah.
And you went, of course, you have to do it.
Of course, yeah.
That's the price.
That's
that
the
you
price,
pay
dude, yeah.
For the helicopter video. By the way, you're going to be in Vegas,
Yes.
Super Bowl weekend with Bert Kreischer.
Yes.
You guys are at the MGM.
Yes, we're at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. We're doing a big show there. We have
That'll be
big
fun.
surprises on the show, unannounced.
You do?
Guests. Yes, huge guests on the show.
Oh, really?
And we have events all week. Yeah, it's going to be a wild week in Vegas.
Oh, all right. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, you guys are very funny together on
We
the
have
podcast.
a good time. Yeah, we have a good time.
Yeah. You also are, I know, an F1 racing fan.
I am,
Big
yes.
F1 racing fan, right?
Yeah.
And you even hang out with some of these guys, right?
Yeah, I'm buddies with Daniel Ricciardo.
Daniel Ricciardo, right.
I know some people from Scone are happy.
Stoners. Yeah, a lot of stoners.
So yeah, he hit me up and he was like, hey, when you're in Perth in Western Australia, you should come to my ranch. And I was like, that sounds awesome. So I go there and he puts me, like, first he's driving around on this like open air, like 4-wheel thing, like 70 miles an hour drifting. And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. And you're telling yourself, oh, this is one of the 20 best drivers in the world. I guess we'll live. You just don't know what's gonna happen. And he's driving like a maniac, and then he pulls up to this barn, and there's little dirt bikes, like little 10cc dirt bikes. And he's like, have you ever ridden a dirt bike? And I go, no, and I don't think I should. And he was like, it's easy. He goes, have you ever ridden a bike? And I'm like, yeah, mate, I've ridden a bike. And he's like, it's just a bike with an engine. I go, I get the concept. I'm just like, I don't know how to do it. And so he's like, wait, there's a clutch here, there's 4 gears, and then this is your brake, and you're just cruising. It's easy. And I'm like, all right, I can't like bitch out on a F1 driver, right? So I get on, and he's right. Like, I'm good. I get into 4th, and we're just like flying up this gravel path, going like 35 miles an hour. I've never been happier. I have 2 kids, and I've never been happier than this moment. And then I just see this huge turn come up, and I was like, ooh, what do I do here? Well, he told me, it's like, here's the brake. So I hit the brake, I turn, I slide out, I lose the bike, I go flying on the gravel, like arm torn open, leg gap, and I'm just looking up like, how bad is this? And I turn to ask him, and he is crying, laughing. Like, I've never seen somebody laugh harder. He goes, you're supposed to use the rear brake. And I go, you didn't tell me about the rear brake. And he's like, yeah, my bad, man.
Did he buy you a trip to Las Vegas
He
to make
didn't
up
give me
for it?
anything, dude.
Nothing.
No. He gave me a Band-Aid. It wasn't big enough. Yeah.
Well, it's great to have you here.
Thanks,
Go see these guys in Las Vegas, Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura at the MGM Super Bowl weekend and the Come Together stand-up tour. Here in LA, you'll be at the Netflix Is a Joke Fest on May 9th. Tickets are all available at tomsegura.com. Thank you, Tom. We'll be back.